Well, here we are on Broughty Ferry Castle Green. It's Sunday morning and we're at very low tide, and it's quite a nice day. It's very pleasant, slightly overcast, no wind whatsoever, and I thought I'd get a crack here. Now I haven't fished here for, oh god, donkey's years. In fact, last time I fished anywhere in the area was on the pier, which is over there. I've never actually fished on the Castle Green where I'm standing now, and after blanking 3 times over last week, once on Riverside, once in Tayport, once on Wormit, I thought, hey, I've got to try something. So here I am on the Castle Green, and we'll see how it goes today. Well, I've baited up the 10-foot rod, and I was talking about bait earlier on. I forgot to mention what I was using. Well, usual for me, I've got some mackerel and some bluey, which was frozen. I defrosted it last night. Later on in the week, I'm going to get out and get some other baits, because I'll be going out with one of the chaps on the forum to Arbroath, and I want a wee better selection of bait. So we'll just lob this wee 10-foot rod out. You don't have to cast far here at all, so you're not going to see any fancy casting, believe me. I was laughing because I was just saying you don't have to cast far, so out went the 3-ounce lead with a bait on it, and as it was heading out, it was a seagull following it out, and as soon as it hit water, the seagull was right down there. I don't think I actually managed to get anything, but it was quite funny. Well, I've got settled down with my cup of coffee, and I'm sitting on my wee box here looking over to Fife on it, practically a flat calm. It is so quiet here. And I've had a wee bright wee idea. That useless wee tripod, I've actually managed to get the thing to stay up, because I think I mentioned that the twist and lock legs you really need to be Hercules to actually twist them enough to lock the damn thing. So I've had a wee idea, is drill a hole beneath each of those little blue lock thingies and stick a pin in, because the idea I bought the thing in the first place was to go on the motorbike when I went fishing on the motorbike, and for the same reason I was thinking about getting a telescopic rod, but I've given up that idea. I don't like telescopics, but I might get a 3 or 4 piece rod to go out on the bike. But anyway, my bright idea was to drill a wee hole just below those blue lock thingies and stick a pin in. And that'll save, because I was wrestling with the damn thing for about 20 minutes before I got to stay up. Now, the incredibly daft thing is, if you can see it, this on the crossbars there, which fold up by the way, there's actually space for 6 rods. Not in your life. There's no way 6 rods are going. The thing would just collapse, and it has done a few times, even with 2. But there you are. You get what you pay for. It was only 7 quid. So it looks as though I broke my duck. Got this wee codling here. And I don't like keeping them out of the water too much, so I'll just put the wee bugger back and tell him to bring his big brother next time. Well, it's about 3 o'clock now, and I think high tide's about 4:30. We've got a couple of hours or an hour and a half anyway till high tide, and not another nibble so far since that wee codling. As you see, the water's flat calm there. One thing I've discovered though, it is a wee bit snaggy out there. Not so much on the big rod for some reason, but on the wee rod I've been pretty well snagged up a couple of times on weed. But so far, touch wood, I've been able to free it without snapping off. But what a quiet day. Even the jet ski guys have disappeared off somewhere, and it's so quiet. There's not even a lot of people about. It's a lovely, lovely afternoon. So seeing it's quiet and there's not much wind about, I'll just add a wee bit about the tackle. I think I've already mentioned it. I quite like this little Shakespeare Omni rod. It's a cracking wee rod, I like it. But I never said much about the reels, apart from I do like the wee Shakespeare Omni reel. Well, both that reel and the reel I got with the NGT rod, both came with preloaded lines, and it didn't say what the breaking strain was. So last night I got out my micrometer and mic'd the line, and it turns out both reels are actually preloaded with 18, I think it's 18 breaking strain, 18 pounds breaking strain, or about there. So that's fair enough. So as it was earlier on, I'd ordered a spool of shock leaders. I think it's 6 shock leaders to a spool, and it just so happened coincidentally that I'd ordered, just out of guesswork really, 18 to 50 pounds. So both reels are loaded with shock leaders. So there we go. That's to be. And another thing, I've got a 6 ounce lead on the 12-foot rod and a 4 ounce on the wee rod. I'm casting just as far with a wee rod as I am with that telegraph pole. It's fairly stiff. It's not a great rod. It's alright for what I'm using it for, you know, off the piers and rocks. But as a beach caster, I think it's a dead loss. And if I want to fish the beaches, I'll go out and get myself a decent rod. But what a cracking day. Well, there we are. It's about 3:30, and still about an hour or so till high tide, but I think I'll maybe park up a wee bit early. I've got my fish, so I've broken my duck, and I think earlier I mentioned how snaggy it was, and I was looking to get away with it. Well, I wasn't all that lucky, and I got snapped off on the big rod there, and so I lost 6 ounce lead and even my shock leader. So I thought I'll give another go, so I just, without a shock leader, I just tied on a rotten bottom, where I think it was instead of 6 ounce or 4 ounce lead, just gentle with a cast. So I cast that out, went to the other rod in here, that was snagged up as well, so I lost 4 ounce lead and my shock leader and that. So one thing I've learned about this place is, okay, I caught a fish, but the penalty of that is it's really, really snaggy here. Not so much at low tide, when there wasn't much of a tide, but certainly at high tide, every cast you were in the snags. So that's it. I don't think there's going to be much more happening, but it's been a broad day nonetheless, and I've broken my duck, I've caught a fish. So like that, I think I'll take myself home and get my dinner and prepare for my next outing, which will be on Wednesday up at Broughty. So that's it for the day, and we'll see you all later, hopefully.